A lot of controversy happening with Zuffa boxing. We have so many fights as well coming down the wire and our way in the boxing world. We're going to talk about all that and more right after this. Hey, yo, Nino, hit my music. If you are here, then you are in the right place. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pin Zone. I am your host, Pin, and I got my co-host with me, Nino Vega. Ladies and
What
gentlemen, we
it
got the
do?
founder of Great Creator Productions himself back at it again
Yes, sir.
on this podcast in the touch and jab. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
We
Yes,
got a lot
sir.
of information, a lot of stuff going on. We have a lot of juicy details coming your way as well too. I'm gonna make sure we're popping with chat when chat pops up. But why don't you get us started? What do you want to talk about first in this beautiful, absolute magical podcast we're about to give y'all right now?
Yeah, definitely. Look, I think we should just start with what everybody, um, the casuals know about and love to hear about. Mayweather, Pacquiao, part two,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, I mean, I'm excited. I can't say that I'm not excited. And I'll be honest, I think when it comes down to it, people are saying, hey, how's it going, Sharon? That there's a money bag that's needed and involved. And
Yeah.
listen, I do not care. I do not care. If that's the necessity and if that's the reason, so be it. At the convenience and my benefit, I get to watch a fight that I thought was a good fight, even in the original. I don't know. I mean, what do you think? I thought the original was a phenomenal fight.
It
Um,
it was good until until Pacquiao stopped throwing I think it was his right.
yeah,
He said
yeah,
he had a torn rotator cuff and he
right,
didn't look like he looked different.
yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, you got to give Mayweather everything about that fight because me personally, I enjoyed it. But and I was voting for Pacquiao that fight. I was
You're
really
right.
rooting for. I wanted him to take that O, but I felt like Mayweather's just on a different level, bro. Like he's just
Yeah.
like, and I feel like this fight's gonna go similar. I
You
think,
think so?
yeah, bro.
Oh,
Mayweather's still training like 45 minutes per round. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
he still got the footwork. I'm looking him when he boxes in the gym, bro. Even him touching the pads, bro. Like
yeah.
he still got it. You look at the technique, it's just precise with his jab and his footwork,
Mm,
the
okay.
pivot, like everything is still on point. So, and then with Pacquiao, he looks good for his age, but
Yeah,
he's definitely aged. You know what I mean? Like even in
yeah.
the ring, he's definitely aged. And so I feel like if it happens, which I'm sure it will, but you never know with boxing at the end of the day. If it happens, I feel like Mayweather's gonna have a
I
decisive victory, bro.
I mean, it's an exhibition match, so no, actually,
No, it's
Mayweather wants to
yeah,
make it.
yeah.
Yeah, he wants to
He
make it a
wants a
legitimate
pro fight.
fight.
Yep.
Here's my issue about that.
Mm,
You want to make it legit. You want to make it an official point on your record and resume. Hey, that's great.
yeah.
What I don't appreciate, and it's like, bro, if you want the naysayers to stop talking, um, why the I need to choose the ref? I need to choose the judges. I need to choose the venue. Like, why is everything in your ball court? You're the one who wants this on your record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pacman isn't talking about putting it right. He's fine with an exhibition match, but
Yeah.
if you want it that bad, then why are you so concerned about the choice and the selection of the individuals involved?
That's A
Now,
side talking though. You know what I mean? Like
listen,
he's always
listen.
been like that, G.
I don't know,
Always.
man. I,
Mhm.
I also don't like. I don't know about the selection of judges or
Yeah.
selection of a ref. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that's that extra. Now I get it. A side as they should,
Yeah.
as they should. So he rightfully so. He should have the choice to be able to choose certain preferences.
Yeah.
I just think that there's certain preferences that he's wanting to be involved in that's a little extra, in my opinion.
Trust me, I
In
understand
my
that
opinion.
completely. Uh-huh.
Now listen, he's the goat. He is who he is with reason and with respect.
Yeah.
So I'm looking to see an exciting fight. I'm looking to see two individuals who clearly are still hitting the gym, still training. I think the only thing that I personally have critique on is that I have seen Mayweather in some exhibition matches. Now, it could be
Mhm.
that he very well knew who he was encountering in these exhibition matches, and
Yeah,
so therefore his physique wasn't that matching of
yeah,
what we know him and is capable of attaining. So I'm kind of curious to see if that's how he's going to be coming into this. I don't think so, but
yeah.
yeah,
I think his last fights, he's fought MMA fighters,
yeah,
he's fought just different type. He's trying to get the bag. Right.
for
I'm
sure.
buck with Mayweather. He's filing for bankruptcy. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get his
Yeah,
back up, which is why he's getting the Tyson fight, which is why
yeah.
he announced a fight in between Tyson and Pacquiao. I forgot who the opponent is. I don't think I've heard of him before, but he's doing another exhibition fight after the Tyson, and then he wants to fight Pacquiao. So
Mm,
he's trying to collect the bag
yeah,
and trying
yeah.
to get it in, like just trying to get it in at the end of the day. Respect to it. He's the A side, bro. Think about it. He's done everything anyone wants to do in boxing. Who has the most sales in boxing, pay-per-view sales? It's Mayweather.
It's Mayweather.
Most champions. Mayweather's fought the most champions.
Yes,
Who
sir.
on their record still? You know what I'm saying? Are we gonna count
Yeah,
record? Is he 50 and 0? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, but the record's the record at the end of the day.
yeah. Facts, facts.
So he's the A side. He's Mayweather. So at the end of the day, it's gonna be his way or it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
think Pacquiao knows this at his age
yeah,
now. So it's like, hey, if whatever he wants is get it going, and hopefully it's called down the middle at the end of the day and judged down the middle as well too with all
yeah.
that. G in the chat was good, my guy.
What's going on,
On the
Prince?
road, man. How you feeling today, G? Boxing talk today, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's how I pretty much feel about it, bro. Transitioning now though. Oh, great predictions. Is this fight gonna happen?
Hmm.
One.
Okay.
And what do you think is gonna happen in that fight? What will we see in that fight?
Okay. Um, I do predict that this fight's gonna happen. I
Okay.
think it's been long awaited for. It
Hmm.
is a fight that our Pacman has wanted. In fact, if anything, I think a Mayweather was steering away from it all these years.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think out of fear of losing or anything of
No,
that
no.
nature. He just wasn't interested in it.
Hmm.
But now it just so happens to be of value. And so I think it's going to happen for sure.
Okay.
One considering that exhibition match with Tyson, it's not going to be a real intense and like physically fatiguing or a toll on the body for him to
Yeah.
be able to pick up another fight another couple months from then. Um,
Hmm.
as far as Mayweather is concerned, what I'm predicting for us to see, I think we're going to see two individuals who have every intention of showboating that they got it right no matter the age, they still got it in the bag as far as their skill set, and that tank, that gas tank in them. So
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see a little bit of that. I think age will be telling towards what's going on, Prince. It's gonna be telling on the latter end. I think when we start seeing that 11th round, that 12th round, um, now that you got a Pacquiao in the ring with an individual like Mayweather,
Yeah.
you are gonna see age telling.
For sure.
I would say by the 11th or 12th round, maybe possibly 10th.
Okay.
I'm definitely expecting some flurries
Hmm.
from a Pac-Man. I'm looking to see that nice sitting against the ropes moment
Yeah.
from Mayweather for sure.
Okay. So you think it's gonna be a 12-round fight instead of a
I think
10?
so.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. All right.
But you might
So
be right. Yeah, if it's leaning towards an exhibition match, I mean, if
mhm,
it's not a championship fight, right? So
yeah.
a 10 rounder could very well be the case.
Yeah. I think if it happens, it'll be a 10th rounder.
Yeah,
Um, will it happen? Like it's supposed to be in like September, right?
yeah, September,
That's a long ways from now, man. And a lot of things can happen.
hundred
But
percent.
I'm gonna go with it'll happen too. All right. I'm gonna go that it'll happen.
Yeah,
And I feel like Mayweather is gonna win by decision. There's not gonna be any
yeah.
knockouts.
No, no.
Uh, I feel like these guys know their age.
Yeah,
They know the real, you know what I'm saying? And they don't want
yeah.
to risk injury. They don't want to harm each other at the end of the day. You know, it's
No.
boxing though.
Yeah,
I feel like this is going to be more entertaining than what we're going to see against Tyson. What we're going to see pretty much against anybody else. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of these hybrid fights, but hey, go get your money, man, and do your thing.
Yeah,
I'll watch it and tune in, as long
100%.
as not like Jake Paul versus Tyrone Woodley 3 or whatever. Like, as long as it ain't that, I'm up for it,
We
bro.
don't
Like,
need that.
I'm not big on MMA fighters coming to boxing, and
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of boxers coming into the MMA ring, the octagon. It
Oh
just does.
man,
It's two different sports, two different
100%.
beasts, and
Yeah.
whoever's in whatever sport they're in is gonna win. That's just what it is, bro. Like,
I know that this is not something that we have
uh-huh.
mentioned, but I think a quick little touch on regarding two different sports.
Mhm.
Usyk, did you see and
You
hear about who he'll be fighting?
I did hear about it, bro. But why don't you
It
tell everybody why don't you tell
yeah.
everybody about that?
No, for sure, for sure. Yeah, so it's official.
Yeah.
It's not like just in the works. It's
They
official.
signed? It's signed?
It's official.
Okay.
You got this guy behind it,
Okay.
Turkey. Um
Mm.
and so he's facing the current heavyweight championship holder in the kickboxing
Mm.
means
Yeah.
of combat sports.
Uh-huh.
Um I think the greater part about it is, listen, he don't got a chance. He don't got a chance against Usyk.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just call it what it is. There
Yeah.
is no chance in hell. No
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah.
No chance in hell.
That's
That this
what
guy.
you got.
There is no chance. This man
Yeah,
has no
man.
chance against Usyk. But I
No.
think what's going to be great is that it's been already solidified. They want to do it at the pyramids, bro. It's gonna be outdoors in front of the
Oh,
pyramids in Egypt, bro.
that's gonna be
It's
lit
dope,
though.
dope,
Okay.
dope.
That's gonna be cool. Hey,
Yes, yes.
hey, I'm not even mad at that. Hey, but
I'm saying
he ain't going.
he ain't got a chance. He ain't got a
It's a
chance.
boxing match, right?
Yeah. Oh,
All right.
yeah,
I
for
don't know
sure.
if you've seen these videos, bro. Do you know who Alex Pereira is?
Yes, I am
All right,
familiar
he's
with who
one of
he
the
is.
baddest men on the planet, and he's about to get announced to fight possibly John Jones at the White House coming up in July for the
Oh,
4th of
no
July.
way.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he's a natural kickboxer. That's his
Yeah.
background. That's where he came
Okay.
from.
Yeah.
He had a training session with a amateur boxer.
Oh, okay.
It was a boxing. It was just straight boxing.
Yeah.
Pereira was getting torched, bro, and that's by an
Damn.
amateur.
An amateur
Because
fighter.
like boxing, your hands are up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kickboxing, you got to worry about kicks, so your hands aren't as up,
Our little.
and
Yeah.
your
Exactly.
structure is more straight. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally like a
You're a little bit
90
more squared
degrees. You
out.
know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, you're literally. I wish I could show I'm sitting down, but
I know,
a
but I
lot
know
of
what you mean.
boxers, it's like neck down, chin
Yeah,
down,
chin
with a
tucked,
lot of
elbows tucked. Yeah,
with a lot of kickboxers, they're back. And
yeah,
they're the hands are like at the chest, you know what I'm saying? So they can move
yeah.
quick, they can lift their legs up. Like, you
Hmm.
got to worry about kicks and all that stuff. So
Yeah,
it's different than
different ball game.
natural boxing. And yeah, any MMA kickboxer, they come into the boxing ring, you're gonna get torched up, you're gonna get pieced up. You know what I mean? Like, you might show a little fight and little like give you respect, you know what I mean?
Right.
But for anyone to pick a boxing match, a non-boxer to win a boxing match versus a boxer. Come on, man.
I mean,
Like,
hey,
come on, man.
this
Please learn
guy.
from Mayweather McGregor. All right. Like, McGregor, great fighter. Boxer,
Hey,
he
you know
showed
what though?
out, but it's
There's
levels to this game.
there's also the Fury,
Yeah.
Ngannou.
Fury and
No,
Ngannou. Yeah, I don't see that happen. I heard,
no.
also, real
This
quick,
guy
too.
didn't train. He didn't train for that fight.
No,
He
no,
wasn't.
not at all.
Let's be honest. Yeah.
Not at all, bro. And then Fury, Dana White offered Fury a contract to fight John Jones in the UFC. I
Oh
was like, I
snap.
don't want to see it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Would be rough.
Like if he wants to do it in the octagon, I was like, bro, if Fury goes in the
No.
octagon, he's gonna get mollywopped by John Jones,
Yes, he
bro.
will. Yes,
I know
he
he's
will.
6'9", but that don't mean nothing when it comes to technique, dog.
No,
You could be the
bro.
smallest dude. You could be 5'4", and you could drop somebody 6'4" with technique, bro. Like,
Technique.
and I'm not talking about just hands. I'm talking about them taking you down, bro. And once Tyson is down, he ain't
over.
getting back
It's
up, bro.
over.
Like, it's a
It's
wrap.
over.
So Uh, interesting topics at hand. I'm very
Yes.
interested about that Egypt. That's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
I'm also looking forward to the White House card. I think that should spark you and could getting into a little bit of UFC so we can talk boxing
Yeah.
UFC. You know
Oh,
what I mean? You know what I mean?
100%. The
Bring it
mesh. The
together, the
mesh.
man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're just literally on the go thinking right now the future stuff, bro. But let's
Yeah,
get into this.
100%.
Speaking of UFC, let's get into Zuffa boxing, bro. A lot
Yes,
of
the
controversy going
controversy.
up, bro. A lot of controversy. Um, I feel like it's a little bit petty on the IBF side of things, bro. Let's see what we're talking about
Yeah,
right here.
man.
Go ahead and read that for us, bro. Let's
Yeah.
let's let's
So
break
look,
this down.
just for those who don't know, this was just hours ago, 24 hours ago,
Yeah.
nothing more than 24 hours. So is that live into the decision making?
Yep.
But
Oh, hold on, hold on.
I
Since,
go
since
ahead.
it was 24, since it was 24, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Breaking news.
All right, go ahead.
I told that the IVF will not sanction the Opatai and Gladden fight this Sunday.
Hmm.
Opatai now at risk of being stripped of IBF title for a second time. Two time.
Two time. Two time.
With sanction withdrawn. The Opatai versus Glenn bout is now on unsanctioned contest. IBF Rule 5.h states in part. An unsanctioned contest is a fight which the IBF has not formally approved for sanction or where sanction has been formally withdrawn. If a champion participates in an unsanctioned contest within his prescribed weight limit, the title will be declared vacant whether the champion wins or loses the bout. In short, guys, we have a great fight amongst us tomorrow,
Yeah.
and yet also receiving a stripping of a title well earned,
Yeah.
mind you,
Yeah.
well earned, simply because the pettiness in this thought that Zuffa is not legit.
Yeah.
This, his sanction is not legit. This belt that they have, no, not real. They and therefore, now he's forced to have his title removed. I personally think it is petty. It's petty on behalf of IBF.
Yeah.
None of the other belt holders, other sanctioning bodies are giving this issue right
Come
now.
on. Yeah.
Okay. But you know what? Let's talk about that too, because IBF, they're funny, bro. They're the only individuals, the only sanctioning body that requires the rehydration and weigh-ins
Yeah.
day of.
Mm-hmm.
Day of. Now I don't want to sidetrack. I'm actually with that rule,
Yeah.
personally.
Mm-hmm.
But they happen to be that more very kind of like black and white and straight to their point and whatever they feel and believe. And this is
Yeah.
a clear expression of that.
Yeah. Look, I say keep it consistent, bro.
Yeah.
They don't have issues with the WBA. Yeah, they don't have issues
Yeah.
with any other title that an individual got, no matter who
Yeah.
the fighter is. But now Zuffa coming in with a new title, and now it's like unacceptable. You will be
Right.
stripped if you're gonna fight. You will not bring that title into the Zuffa boxing stuff. And it's like, come on, man. What's up with
Goofy.
the pettiness with that, G?
Yeah. It's
Now we're
unreal.
switching up. Now it
It's
matters
unreal.
now.
Yeah.
Now
Right.
look at the picture. Is he holding two IBF titles in that picture?
I'm saying.
No,
I'm
he is
saying.
not, bro.
No.
So it's
No,
like,
man.
man, you guys are being really petty, and it kind of shows the fear they got with the potential
Yes.
Zuffa might bring to
Dude,
the table, bro.
agreed.
And
Agreed.
and
That's
Dana
where my head
White
space
is
is.
laughing right now, bro. He's just
Hell
like,
yeah.
I got
He's
them
like,
where I want them. Like, I
yeah,
got them where I
yeah.
want them right now, G.
He's like this. Yes,
Yeah.
excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. He's got them, bro. And it's like, man, like, I don't
He's,
know, bro. I don't know why IBF is making this bigger than what it needs to be. Because I
it
don't
is
really think it needs to be this big of a deal. I
no.
feel like if a champion, let him win as many titles he can get. It's an individual sport.
Yeah.
Why are we
Yeah.
making it more than that now? You know what I
Right.
mean? Like the boxers are going in to fight. Yeah, they have coaches, but the coaches ain't fighting. Yeah, there's sanctions. Yeah, there's companies and promotions that the fighters work for, whatever, but they're not strict. This
You're
guy is not
right.
a strict IBF fighter. You know what I mean? I
No,
don't think there's anybody outside of Zuffa that's really doing that. And I feel like
no.
that's why they're so petty, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like
No,
that's
and
why they're so petty, G.
no, honestly, let's talk about even the first time he was stripped of his title. It came
Mhm.
from having a mandatory fight that
Yeah.
was in place and having chosen another fight in exchange.
Mm.
Fair, fair decision, fair outcome. There was something in place, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're
Yeah.
not talking about that IBF had a mandatory that he had to defend the title and had chosen to go and face Glanton with Zuffa,
Mhm.
and this is the consequence.
Yeah.
If that was the case scenario, then cool. Fair is fair. I wouldn't be a fan of it, but it makes sense. It
Yeah.
have legitimacy behind it. But that's not what we're talking about here. You are literally removing a man from his well-earned title simply because he's choosing to fight with a this well. I don't. What would they call themselves? A league, a sanctioning body,
Yeah,
Zuffa.
it's an organization. It's a
It's an
boxing
organization,
federation.
right?
Yeah.
So because you have one of the individuals who hold one of your titles choosing to fight in an organization uh, that you apparently are just not a fan of.
Yeah.
You know what? I can't take it out on Dan and White, but I will do so through the fighter who holds my title. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at it. Like
Yeah.
I can't pick on you, so let me pick on the person who's working or fighting for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Petty,
super
bro.
petty,
Petty.
super
And I
petty.
want to break down. I want you to break down like
Yeah,
the pros and cons of Zuffa, right? So
yeah,
now Zuffa's new, all right, and not a
yeah.
lot of people know what's really going on. If you guys don't know, this is a brief conversation, a brief little breakdown. Zuffa
Yeah,
boxing,
let me touch base on.
yeah, yeah. Did you bring out the gold mic, bro? I saw the gold mic, like, what the hell? That thing cold. I remember going to the studio. I saw that mic, like, I'm gonna steal this one day, bro. Like,
Oh
bro.
man.
No, but
So
pretty
look,
much what Zuffa boxing is. Before I get into this, bro, this
yeah,
is Dana White's league that he created with Turkey. A lot of Turkey money. You know what I mean? Let's
yeah,
keep it a buck. And it's its own league where it has its own ranked division
yep,
where the top fighters fight the top fighters. There's no ducking. There's no the best of the world. They want to fight each other, but we're gonna postpone it for 2 years to build it up more.
yeah,
Number one fights the champion. Number two
yeah,
fights number four. Number 10 fights number 8, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And they work their way there. So currently they are building the structure of this division. They're trying to find a
yep,
ranking system. They're trying to find the fighters, who to rank, all that stuff. It's going to take some time. So why don't you break down everything? Hey, I think I got to make it bigger. But why don't you break
yeah.
down everything when it comes to the pros and cons of Zuffa boxing in your point of view?
Let's talk about it. So, we have obviously some good points and some negative points. And ultimately, here's the ideal direction that Dana White has in mind, along with Turkey. And you mentioned some of it. We're talking about a more centralized matchmaking and that clear, like, stakes. So there's none of this, like, ducking, no cherry picking. Listen, if you're number one and now I'm number two, we're fighting.
Yep.
That's it. Point
Number
blank,
one
period.
contendership.
And
Yep.
that's it, right? And I think that holds for more consistent bouts, right?
Yep.
So there's not like a hiatus, so that it holds some benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Improved presentation. So they're basically talking about kind of keeping it short and simple, almost kind of like what you guys see in the UFC today, right? So it's quick entrance right into it and getting in along with the rest of the presentation. Um, Talent development and activity. So, right, going back to like the consistency of fights, we're while that's not necessarily like the biggest thing for those heavy names, it's definitely a huge benefit. I'd be a beneficiary as an individual who has like a little to no record coming into Zuffa because I have opportunity to have consistent bouts and build up that resume.
Yep.
Okay, so that's another option or opportunity that comes to Zuffa. When we're talking about the expertise and the funding, well, it's backed by, we see who it's backed by, right? Offering just significant promotional expertise and resources, right? So we know who it's backed by. We know that the success behind UFC has been great, and so ideally, can we see that being pushed through this Zuffa boxing organization, right?
Yeah.
Costs for fighters, cover costs like insurance, medicals, those things will all be included. They'll be coming out of pocket from the organization versus the boxers themselves.
Yep.
They intend for there to be a higher attendance, but we'll see. I'm not too sure about that, but that's what they intend on having. Some of the cons. Some of this is probably similar to what we have seen in UFC, right?
Yep.
So, fighters generally having or fighting exclusively for Zuffa. While we're not seeing that just yet, right? We're still seeing kind of that crossover.
Mm-hmm.
The idea is to have it strictly Zuffa only.
Eventually.
So eventually, we'll see how that goes. So that's kind of potentially a con, right? When we know we have names that we see on this side of the town, I kind of want them, that
Yeah.
fantasy fight. That's always been a thing. Non-recognition of organizations. So Zuffa doesn't intend on recognizing or working with traditional boxing sanctioning bodies, kind of alongside of that process. But this is, I think, where it's a telltale sign of where IBF is kind of like, oh yeah, okay, we'll make the first move here. Strict contract limits, leverage for fighters, and the earning potential. Some of those things that we have seen in UFC here and there, right? Conflict of interest, the organization managing the matchups and branding its own championship raises some concerns. I get that.
And that's where IBF is. They're trying to make it a concern now. You know what I mean? Like they're pushing that heavy.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
That personality thing. Personally for me, so basically they're going to be doing all the sponsoring, all the endorsements. It's all straight Zuffa. So you're going to notice that everybody's wearing the same kind of general shorts. Black,
Yep.
you wear black. You wear black, I wear white.
Mm-hmm.
Same logos. While personally, that's never really bothered me when watching UFC.
Mm-hmm.
I do get kind of like personalizing the direction for a fighter, especially coming from boxing. I do get that. But I consider
real quick on that too. I think UFC has done a good job transitioning to custom shorts and gear.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, so like there's some gear that these guys, not everybody, but the champions, they get custom gear.
The ones that are holding belts, the ones who,
the main 100%. Event fights, you get you have some, some customized gear that you can work with the team with. And also the team that they're working with. I can't think of the off the top of my head. I think it starts with an R. Could be wrong, but they used to be with like Under Armour and a couple other sponsors. They switched with, maybe it's Ryder, bro. I don't remember what's called. Don't hold me on that. But they offered the customization for the fighters as well too. So Zuffa Boxing, they ain't got that yet. They don't have that type of sponsorship yet. So it has to be black and white right now. Until the sponsors kick in and more money's being made for Dana so he can make these moves at the end of the day.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Yeah, bro.
Those are some of the cons. I will say, I think another pro for me that I didn't put here, and it's on bullet points. They're minimizing weight classes.
Yeah,
they are minimizing weight classes. I love that, dude.
I
love that direction. Let's keep it kind of very general, right? I think the only, and for as long as I can recall and remember, that had additional weight classes, welterweight had the junior, super, and that was fair. Because that's a very gray weight class, that transitioning. But otherwise, I'm with everything else.
Yeah.
Keep lightweight, featherweight, heavyweight, middleweight. I think that helps with that. You know how there's the rehydration clause that IBF is super strict on, and the weigh-in?
Yeah.
If we have a very strict weight limit, none of this weight bullying, at least. Yeah. There's a control, a version of control to that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like all boxing needs to do that. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of the junior welterweight and the super welterweight. It gets confusing after a while, to be honest. It's hard to keep up with everything. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
And that's actually the thing that got me into UFC.
Yeah.
Welterweight, lightweight, 155, welterweight, 170, middleweight, 185, light heavyweight, 205, heavyweight,
Yeah.
205 and above, and then the limit's like 270 or something,
Now,
260.
you educate me on this. When it
Yeah.
comes to that, they have the strict weight classes, which
Mhm.
I'm for.
Yep.
How does it work? Is it such and such weight class is 154? You better come in weighing in 154,
Yeah. So
or is there a range?
yeah, so there is a small range. All right.
Okay.
So you can have 1 pound over, 1 pound under. That's
Okay.
it.
That's
So
fair.
you can
That's
get
fair.
if you're we'll stick with 155. If
Yeah.
you're a lightweight and you're weighing in at 155, your limit is 156. If it goes
Mm.
past that 156, you have 1 hour to lose that weight,
Mm.
or you are forfeiting your purse, half of your purse. I think it's like 60% of your purse you're forfeiting to the other
Okay.
fighter automatically. So I feel
Wow.
like it's fair. It's a lot.
It's fair.
It's like don't do it again. You know what I mean?
No,
Like, and
100%.
if
I
it
think
happens
wow,
over
like
and over, you're gone. Like I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
tolerating that.
Yeah,
Is what
Papi
Dana White
Dana,
be doing.
he's doing it
Yeah,
right.
he's doing it right, man.
Bagada.
So bring it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bring that into boxing, bro. I
Yeah.
think it takes away all those excuses. You know what I mean? When it comes to
Here's
the
the
weight
other
cuts and all
question.
that.
The other question I have is weigh-ins. Is
Mhm.
weigh-ins day of, day before?
Day before.
Okay.
Day before, early in the morning, so they don't have
Okay.
to cut. It used to be they cut weight and then they weigh in live in front of like everyone who's gonna be there at like
Yeah.
3 p.m. You know what I mean? So they're struggling throughout the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now a
100%.
lot of fighters were getting hurt and getting
Mm.
sick because of it.
Yeah.
So he changed it so they weigh in just in front of the media the
Okay.
day before the fight, and then
Okay.
they'll do like the inaugural weigh-ins the next day,
Mm.
or that afternoon. Maybe they'll do it that afternoon, and then the next day will be the fight. So it's the day before, early in the morning, so they don't have to worry about cutting weight throughout the day. They focus on cutting the weight throughout the week, and especially that night before the weigh-ins. So when they wake up, straight to the scale. So that's how they got it. I think it's a good structure. We haven't had too many serious injuries when it comes to that, but there's still been, when you cut weight,
Okay.
you're risking your life. You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
100%. Um, Now the gap there when they do the weigh-in, is it like boxing in the sense that, hey, I'm clear. I can go ahead and put on some meat.
Yeah, they come out like as soon as they're done weighing in, bro. They're drinking Gatorade. They're drinking the stuff and they go eat, bro. They go eat
Yeah.
breakfast and lunch, and you can eat whatever you want. You weigh what you weigh when the fight comes.
Gotcha.
Some guys,
Gotcha.
like Alex Pereira, the guy I was talking about
Yeah.
before, like he'll come in, bro. He was the light heavyweight champion at 205, right?
Mhm.
He was the middleweight champion before that at 185. He walks around 220, natural.
No way.
Yeah, bro. That's why I respect him. I love the dude, bro. He's a beast.
See, okay.
So he would
Go ahead.
cut that weight at 185,
Yeah.
and he became champion. But it was like when he got into the octagon the night like it's about to go down, dude was like 20 pounds bigger than his opponent, bro, and
Yeah.
massive, bro. So when he went to 205, it's still like that. Like, and most guys
Yeah.
at 205, they should be heavyweights, but they cut. They
Yeah.
try to get the advantage at the end of the day.
For
Respect.
sure. Yeah.
So
For sure.
you're 205, but then when you hydrate and eat, you're 220, 225, and that's your
Yeah.
fighting weight. That's where you're
Yeah.
gonna go. So there's no rules on what you can or can't eat. They have their own, like UFC takes care of their guys. Like they don't even have to worry about food.
Okay.
They have food for them. Like we have
Yeah.
food from our chefs,
Yeah.
for you guys. But if you guys want to go to restaurants, we're not going to stop you. But
Right.
you ain't
Have
got
at
nothing,
it.
you want to save money, you want to focus on the fight, we have food to prepare you to be your best version of yourself for the fight. So
Okay.
UFC take care of all that stuff. So
Okay.
like when the UFC fighters argue about pay and everything, why it's not the same as boxing, well, it's like you guys get a lot of benefits
Yeah.
that
And no
come with
cost
it
to
too,
you.
that don't cost nothing. You could train at the UFC gym in Vegas for free. You could get a
Damn.
meal prep from a professional chef for free. You know what I mean? So there's
Wow.
a lot of
Yeah.
stuff that comes with that. So yeah, you're not going to get 15 million plus. It's 5-minute 3 rounds, the most 5 rounds. You
Yeah.
know, you're
It's
not
just
fighting for an
yeah.
hour straight. The
Yeah.
most
It's
you're
not
fighting is
equivalent in that
25 minutes.
sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're not going to get the Conor Ben 15 million because you're not going 12 rounds. You know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
going
No, it's
5
true.
rounds. So it's a little bit different. So like a lot of fighters need to think about that when they're really thinking about fighter pay, like they know, like I'm not
Yeah.
going to pay you 15 million when you're the most you can fight is 25 minutes, and this guy's
Yeah.
the most he can fight is an hour. You know what I mean? Like there's a big difference in that. You know what I mean? There's a
That's
big difference
significant.
in pay. You know
That's
what I mean?
significant.
So it's like, yeah, that's why you picked the Ultimate Fighting. You picked MMA.
Yeah.
MMA prices right now because your fights, the normal fights, are 15 minutes long, 3 5-minute
Yeah.
rounds. You're fighting for 15 minutes. That's not in boxing. You know, like
No.
you could start off maybe like if you're like beginner, 4
6
rounds, 3
rounds,
minutes,
4
4 rounds,
rounds.
6 rounds, you know, but they're not getting paid millions to do that
No, they're
either. You know what
not.
I mean?
They're
That's the bottom level.
Yeah.
So, and you're getting paid, like you get paid way more starting off in the UFC than you do
Then you
getting
do
paid
boxing.
starting in boxing. You know what I
100%.
mean? So
100%.
you got to look at everything as a whole instead of just being jealous because Conor Ben got 15 million. Now,
Yeah, right.
hey, the guys who built the organization brought in the fans, you know, but Dana
Yeah,
White always takes care of them. He always gives them bonuses. You know what I mean?
for sure.
Like, not only just the bonuses he announces, but if the whole card was good, he gives everybody on the card extra 25K bonuses, whatever. Like,
Oh, nice.
not even that, and under the table stuff. Like, I'm not even gonna like. We won't
Yeah,
even
yeah,
tax
yeah.
that or nothing like that. Like, this is under the table money for you guys for giving it me a great event.
That's awesome.
So you got to look at it always. You know what I mean? Always instead
Yeah.
of nah. Means I think my son's here. Robbie Jr. Is that you? Hey, buddy. It sounds like he's writing like it's my son. But yeah, so that's pretty much what the Zuffa boxing is. And speaking again of Zuffa, we got probably the biggest fight in Zuffa boxing outside of this championship one on Sunday, man. We got ourselves a little interesting one right here to
For
say the
sure.
least. I feel
Right.
like this is a fight for Ben to show his true domination
Yeah.
against an elite fighter. All right.
Yeah.
A world-class fighter. We'll give Regis that title. World-class
much,
fighter.
yes.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
He's one of the top fighters on the planet overall. All right.
Yeah.
He's not the greatest of all time. He's not
No.
like, future undisputed champion. He's not at that level.
Yeah.
But this is a good test for Conor Ben. And another thing that's interesting to me too is that Zuffa Boxing is entering the Netflix zone of all this stuff. It's not on Paramount this time.
No.
I don't know how that's gonna work, but it looks like Dana White is, let's broaden our horizon a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're getting the HBO Max guys over here. Let's put
Please.
some fights here on Netflix.
Yeah.
So our name gets bigger and bigger.
Broaden the fan base.
It's free. No pay-per-views. I'm loving it, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I think this is gonna be like this is Ben's opportunity to show who he really is, bro.
Yeah.
And that he can get this title fight. This will if he can dominate, it will solidify that his next fight's gonna be for a title, bro. That's what I think.
It should solidify. It should solidify. No, you're right. 100%. 100%. Look, I think that I think Regis is a formidable opponent. I think he's an individual who deserves his respect.
Yeah.
And his credit. He is was it three-time, two-time, three-time champion,
I think
right?
he's 3-time, bro.
Yeah, three-time champion. So this man has achieved and has attained a belt. So he's not a nobody by any means. By any means.
No.
I think what's tarnished him, and it's today's day and age. He fights another great fighter, and he gets his loss. All of a sudden he's no longer a great boxer. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Cut him some slack, man.
Come on.
All right. Come on.
Fighters lose is a part of boxing. Only the rare ones stay undefeated, bro.
Yeah. And the rare ones, truthfully, let's be honest, have been selected.
Yes, absolutely.
And hey, with respect, to each their own. But a formidable opponent, I think that this is very much what he needs. Here's the thing. When we're talking about UK fighters, it's a common thought process and opinion that they look great in the UK until they come to America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So Regis is that of our side of town, and gives him that proving ground. Okay. Yep. And this is actually what Regis had to say Conor Benn has a name because of his dad. That's it. All right. But if his last
Jeez.
name wasn't Ben, he would be a nobody. That's some tough words, man.
Crazy word, bro.
Oh, that's some strong words, boy. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
he had some strong words to say. Truthfully, Conor Benn, I think he's trying to turn a new leaf, if you will.
Yeah.
So his PR work is a little different. He didn't really touch base on that, but he did have the opportunity to mention he's excited. Right, comes soon. Coming soon, April 11th. Returning back to where he fought Eubanks.
Mm-hmm.
Means everything to him. And my last fight there showed the world exactly who I am and what I'm about. Fighting on the biggest stages and the biggest shows. I fear no one. I think that's obvious. We
Yeah.
watch pay-per-view events, and this man, he's trolling.
Yeah.
He's just trolling,
Yeah.
grabbing, holding. Hey, me and you, what's up? What's up?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
It's who
Yeah.
he is, man. It's who he is.
Mm-hmm.
I think ultimately he means well by it. It's just his nature. And we need more of that,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'll be a good opportunity. Now, do you think after this, first off, I say this: do you think he takes the W, or do you think it'll be a Regis night?
I think Ben wins, bro.
Yeah.
And this is coming from a guy who's not a big fan of Ben.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But he's growing on me a little bit more. I
Yeah.
like how he's been carrying himself since
Yeah.
that mistake. All right.
Yes.
And
yes.
you're not the mistakes you make in life, right? Everyone makes
Right.
mistakes. Everyone goes through it that they wish they could take it back.
Yeah.
And you could keep that with you and live in that, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and lose your confidence and all that stuff, or you can grow from it, accept it, and move forward. And I see that's what Conor Benn doing. Respect.
Yeah.
All right. I need to work on myself. Cheater. You know what I mean? Like, I got past trauma when it comes to cheating. You feel me? But he's growing on me, bro, and I really like how he fought with Eubanks.
Yeah.
And I like how he carried himself after the fight as well too. A lot of respect at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to this fight, and if he can show off like I think he could, maybe Conor Benn will switch sides for me, and I'll be like, hey, I'm rooting for this man now. You know what I mean? This is the fight that, at least for me, he can do that with. And I know I'm not the only one that's like this. I can't be the only one. You know what I mean? So I'm sure this is a lot of people are expecting this, like, hey, I think this guy, like he turned the page, so we got to turn the page with him too. You feel me? We can't just stay living 2-3 years ago like that. You know what I mean? He did his punishment. It's time to move on, bro. So I think Conor Benn should win. I think he could win by knockout, bro. I think there's a lot of flaws that Regis does when it comes to his defense, bro, and his footwork. Sometimes his foot is in the wrong place, and he gets caught a lot of times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like if Conor Benn's gonna be aggressive, and that mistake happens, Regis going down. Regis filming down for the count. He's gonna go down. You know what I mean? So I think Conor can win by knockout. This might be a new showing. You know what I mean? I feel like this is his chance to really show who he is and put Zuffa boxing on the map. Let's keep it
100%.
I think this could be the fight that can happen, bro.
No, I agree. I think I'm gonna start here. It's 15 mil for Regis. I'll take it
all day.
All right, all day. I'll take it. So I'll start there. But secondly, I do think that Ben does take it, and you know me, I'm usually kind of conservative in this decision or direction of a fight. I think a KO is happening. I think a knockout's happening. Truthfully, I'll call it right now. I'll say 4th or 5th round.
Oh, early with it. Early with it.
I think it's gonna be early.
Ooh.
I think it's gonna be early. I'm gonna call it 4 or 5 round.
Okay. I'll call it 8. I like that number 8 in boxing for a lot of times. I'm mostly
It's a
wrong.
solid number.
I'm mostly wrong. Let's give it a bug. I'm mostly wrong when it comes to the time to get knocked out. But I feel like I'm gonna give a little respect to Regis as well too. And
not true.
I give him 8 rounds. We'll see. He's a former champ. You know what I mean? So
I want to see what he's been working on. He is great. I think he's great in the ring. I know what I saw when he fought Haney. And I know what Ben brings to the table. Yeah, I know what Ben brings to the table. Junior,
Junior,
I'm doing good.
what's
How
up,
about
my
you?
boss? Hey, hope all is well, Chupai. Hope you're doing good, kid. This is my son. If y'all don't know, now you know.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
subscribe to the RJ Club if you don't know what it
Yes,
is.
sir.
You want that kid content. You have kids. You want to have some good kid-friendly content. Subscribe to his channel, man, and put his numbers up, man. He be doing all the videos and he edits them all by himself. He doesn't get help from Poppy
Wow.
no more. So big shout out to Junior for all his work he's doing on this channel, man. Let's go to the Fury fight, man. That one's gonna be next, right?
Yep.
This one I'm not really looking forward to as much as I thought I would.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. It's like I think Tyson Fury is gonna. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think he's gonna dog walk this man. I know he's bigger, bro, but I feel like it's gonna be a dog walk, my boy. I know he didn't come out right with Usyk. Usyk's clearly the better fighter when it comes to Fury versus Usyk, and I think Fury's gonna come back and show his dominance, and hopefully, get a bigger fight that's not Usyk. I'm hoping of an Anthony Joshua if he continues to fight, bro. Like, I would want to see Joshua Fury. I think that will be a good matchup. 100%.
I would love to see that. I think the world wants to see that.
Yeah, 100%.
I think this is, to be honest with you, is an entrance for that opportunity.
Yeah.
Also, I think it's speaking of why they're choosing to pick up some solid like co's under this card for that reason. They know that the traction's not there. I mean, look, neither of them are going at each other's necks. Okay. Tyson says he's excited to be back. His heart's always been there, always will be. He's just a boxer at heart. I get that. The ace is back.
The ace is back. I got the big ego.
Now let me see. Let me see. Let me see if I can try to imitate.
I got you. Hey, I got you with this one.
Go ahead.
I am thrilled about the opportunity. I come to deliver war. Tyson Fury has been big champion. I will be more ready than ever to leave with massive W. This man talk like he D-Lo Brown or something, bro. If you don't know who he is and you don't know what we're talking about, he has like a heavy, like nervous tick when it comes to when he's in the ring. So he's always like he Bill Goldberg about to enter the ring.
Yes, Bill Goldberg. Perfect example. Oh, it's pretty intense. When I first saw it, I was like, "What's wrong with this guy?"
Yeah,
then I realized like,
illness, my boy.
Yeah, I was like, "Okay, that's gonna be a pull off."
Yeah, bro, 100%, G.
No, but I think it'll be a entertaining fight. But I think it's an entrance for the Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. The world wants it. I think they're fully aware Anthony Joshua needs his time. Give him a nice little gap here, RIP to his situation and his close friend, right? But he needs that time, and they know that. So I think this is just kind of a pickup fight in between. It gives or sells the idea to Makhmudov, hey, time for redemption. You just came off of an L, as a selling point. But I also do think that truthfully, they're in the corner of Tyson. Like, this is your welcoming and back into the game fight.
This shows you like this guy got skill, he got power, he's a big boy.
Yeah.
This will give you a good ropes of getting ready for something bigger. Hopefully. Hopefully. We'll see what happens, bro. I think Joshua needs to commit first, you know what I mean? And that's gonna be really hard, you know what I mean, with losing his top two guys on his team. So
100%.
We'll see what happens with that one, bro. But yeah, Fury's fighting and it's coming soon.
And it's coming. And
you tune in. Now, some interesting, it's not official, but it seems like it's about to be official. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These guys are signing on the dotted line. It seems like from what I've seen so far, but Romero versus Haney. Very intriguing fight from they share a lot of fighters that they both fought. You know what I mean? Right. Garcia,
100%.
The main one. Romero beat Garcia. Haney lost to Garcia. So this is an interesting matchup. I feel like Haney should win stylistically, but it's gonna be intriguing regardless of what it is. Let's see what these guys have to say right here. Huh?
Yeah. Well, we know that Bill does all the talking, right? So let's just start.
100%. Yeah,
Let's start
100%.
there.
Yeah, 100%.
He says, just got off the phone with Louis DeCuba, and the ball's back in your court. May 30th. Debo is coming, right? Typical Bill.
Yeah.
Broly comes and responds back.
Y'all
Right?
got the call. May 30th, New York City at the Barclays on Amazon Prime. Balls in your court, Ducky.
Yeah.
Guys, he's
Oh.
ready. He's ready. I think they're both ready. Okay.
Yeah.
But what's been dragging out here is that Bill is trying to paint this narrative that Rolly and his team they've been holding out. And Rolly has officially mentioned, like, guys, it's signed. I sent it. None of this back and forth, ball in your court, ball in my court. It's done.
Yeah.
Right? He's kind of got like a little Mike Tyson thing going, right? When he talks a little bit.
A lot of it, yeah. Brain damage. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember him being like that early in his career, but it's turning into something different. You know what I mean?
Listen, Jesus Christ is Lord. I just remember.
Yeah.
Like, yo. Oh, snap.
Look, I think it's gonna be great. I also do have Haney on that fight. I don't like him, but I'm not gonna be biased here.
Yeah.
Talent speaks for itself, and Haney's the guy who stylistically is gonna be able to get this bag. Truthfully, I think Garcia wasn't ready or prepared for a fight against Rolly, not the way he should have been.
Yeah.
That I think that fight could have been a lot more exciting, a lot more competitive, and it
I think
wasn't.
Garcia should have knocked him out, bro. I ain't gonna keep it a buck, but he was fighting some demons, bro.
Yeah.
Fighting some demons, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, kudos to him for taking it, but it could have been more competitive. And I think that Haney right now, he is in his bag, bro. Like, I don't like him. But I do got to respect his craft, and I do got to respect where his headspace is at right now.
Yeah.
He's very much like, I am not the guy you saw face Garcia, right?
Yeah,
Let's just,
right.
it is what it is. That's where his headspace is at. He's at a higher weight class. I think his most recent fight proves that he should have been sitting here. He was a weight bully, bro, in the lightweight division.
Yeah, 100%.
But him coming into this weight class, whereas most would really see like, ooh, okay, now you look average. He actually does look good.
Yeah.
He does look good. He's got the power now. Now it shows. Now it's showing. And I do think that that's what's going to throw off Rolly. I don't think he's expecting that because he's been watching a pillow punching Haney for the last couple years.
Yep.
And when he encounters the one that Brian Norman faced, he's going to be surprised.
Yeah.
Okay. And
yo, he caught a stray out of nowhere, bro. He's gonna be surprised. No, I agree 100%, though, bro. I think Haney's the better fighter. I can't stand him or his father, Bill, bro. Don't care. If they're like, come to the gym, we'll see what's about. I'm bringing my piece. All right? Let's just keep it a buck. I'm bringing my. I'm bringing my piece, bro. He'll whoop my ass any day of the week, but I can't stand him, bro. But I think he's the better fighter. I respect his skills and him having the courage to even just step in the ring, because that's a different mind game in itself. So respect to him. Don't like it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And he should have won this fight easy. Last thing on the topic before we got to dip on out of here, man. Let's talk about it. All right. Here we go right here. Now, Haney was talking about Xander, and then when Xander spoke, Haney kind of pivoted. He kind of hit the pivot, bro.
Hard.
He kind of about faced and like, I want Ronnie, bro. I want Ronnie. You know, like he just pivoted, and Xander's now looking at a fight with Josh Kelly in Puerto Rico. Now the question is, do you think this is gonna be official, and does even Josh Kelly deserve a title fight against Xander, brother?
Man, look, first off, Xander is wasting no time. He's trying to collect the belts like Thanos was collecting the stones. Okay, my man he's out here chasing quick.
Yeah.
He's trying to get it when he can, how he
He
can,
wants to be
and I respect
undisputed.
him.
Yep.
He wants it bad, and I respect him for it. Um, does Josh Kelly deserve a fight against Xander? I don't think he sits in the same category. As far as like skill set and talent is concerned,
Yeah.
but he's in the way. He is in the way. And
Mhm.
Xander's like, bro, I need you out of my way. You got one of the belts. I want it. I don't think you're deserving of fighting me. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that's his thought process, but I don't think he's deserving of fighting a Xander. But he is in the way. He's holding one of the sanctioning body belts.
Mhm.
Take that. Give me that. On to the next one. That's my thought process on it.
Okay. I don't think he deserves to even be champion. Keep it a buck. I ain't talking about Xander.
Yeah.
I think he got an easy path to the championship. All right. I think UK. It's different out there. It's different out
Right.
there.
Yeah.
And I think Xander, especially if it's in New York or Puerto Rico, Kelly ain't about that, bro. Like, I'm just gonna keep it a bug, bro. He's not about that, and Xander will knock him out. All right, and it might be early. That one I could see third, fourth round. All right, because there's levels to the game, and Kelly ain't on it. I'll just be clear. I've seen a couple of his fights, bro. I saw some highlights. I'm like he good, but he's like UK decent. You know what I'm saying? Like he's UK decent, like America decent, Mexico. Like he's not on that level, bro. He's not even in that atmosphere, G.
When I think of Josh Kelly, and this is like fighters like him, it's like guys who go to college and they don't make it to the NBA, but they end up in the traveling league.
Yeah, they play in Israel. You know what I'm saying? They play in Israel.
They're better than the average person. They're not NBA though. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think about Josh Kelly. I think he's got speed, power, but I also see he's exposed a chin. He doesn't have a chin.
Mm-hmm.
I saw who's dropped him. They're not guys that are like crazy. So yeah, I foresee a knockout. I do foresee a knockout.
Mm-hmm.
At minimum, an outpunched every round fight. Xander will outpunch him in every round in that fight.
He'll outwork him, outfootwork him, defense, special teams, offense. It doesn't matter what you try to bring to the table, brother. It ain't gonna work out, bro. Like,
agreed.
You could get Freddie Roach as your coach. It won't mean a damn thing.
Agreed.
There's levels to it, and I'm sorry, bro. Xander's just light years ahead, and he's young. Yeah, he's young. He got a lot of growing to do. I'm not saying Xander's the perfect fighter. He's the greatest fighter, number one pound for pound. He's far from that.
Yeah.
But compared to Kelly,
bro,
ain't no shot. So get your title, bro, and start unifying these things so there's no excuse. All right. There's no, if someone wants these gold, you gotta come see Xander at the end of the day. And I think that's a smart move by Xander. Get that title out of there though, bro. Like, cause Kelly, like, I don't even consider him a champion. Keep it a buck, bro. Like,
let's just eliminate his name from being a mention.
Like,
you know
I wouldn't even put him in the top 15 in his own rank. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like in the weight division. Like, I wouldn't.
No,
I want to put him in the top 20. Like,
I don't think I don't think he's
not that guy.
Deserving. No, I don't think so either.
He got that belt in UK, like a little different, but let's get rid of these guys who aren't championship worthy fighters.
Irrelevant.
Yeah, get these titles off of them, bro. It's bad for boxing. This is bad for boxing, man. Keep it a buck, which is why I like what Zuffa's doing. Just to keep it 100, bro. There's a lot of potential there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the future. We got some good fights coming up. Nino, thank you for joining me here on our little touch and jab. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? This guy, if you don't know, man, check him out. Check out his Instagram, bro. He really be doing the boxing stuff, bro. Look at his training. Look at everything. He shows it. He shows little snippets. That's a little snippet of the work that he be putting in, bro. So super proud of you for all you're doing. Subscribe to the channel too. Great creators. You know what I mean? Productions. He is
Yes.
awesome when it comes to the videographing and all the good stuff, editing, whatever you can think of when it comes to the camera. This is the guy you're looking for right here. Before we call it a stream, I'm going to give the floor to you. You have 30 seconds, my boy. You can say whatever you want, promote whatever you want. You got it. The floor is yours right now, G.
Yeah, man. Well, look, always a pleasure to be on here and having a chat with you, being a part of a community that I'm personally passionate about. Now, listen, I'm no professional amateur boxer for that, if you will, but I am an enthusiast. And as Pin mentioned, I very much do my training. My training very much involves boxing. So I'm about that. I'm about that life. It's in my lifestyle for sure. As he mentioned, GC Productions. Okay, it is the company that I work under as far as videography, photography is concerned. Real quick, if you have an IG, GR, the number 8 creators, you could find us. Same logo that you see right there. Otherwise, that's it, man. That's all I have, man. Look forward to our next touch and jab.
Heck yeah, man. It's going to be good. I'm looking forward
Yes,
to it
sir.
as well, too. Chat, thank you guys for showing out. Facebook, YouTube, even Twitch. Big salute to you guys. To the next one, my filthy animals. I appreciate you guys. It's
We
your
out
boy
of here.
Pin. We out here. One love. You know this. Bye-bye.